Okay, so today we're going to be working with balance sheets and learning how to modify balance sheets. Go up to Reports, Company and Financial, Balance Sheet Standard. So the first balance sheet is going to be as of January 31st, 2012, formatted without cents and without the date prepared, time prepared, or report basis. Go to Customize Report, change our dates. Without cents, date prepared, time prepared, report basis. Memorize this report and we'll call it Balance Sheet 1. Save. Okay. So now we'll do a balance sheet as of 2/29/12, formatted without cents and without the date prepared, time prepared, or report basis fields, and with a % of column. Change our date to February. Without cents, date, time, report, % of column. Memorize this report and we'll call it Balance Sheet 2. Okay. Now we'll do a transaction list by date report for the month of January 12th without a date or time prepared. So we go up to Reports, Accounting and Taxes, Transaction List by date. Change the date to January. Date and time. We'll memorize this report and we'll call it January Transactions. Okay. So now we'll do the same thing, but we'll do it for the month of February. Down to Reports, Accountant and Taxes. Change our date to February. We'll modify this without a date or time prepared. Memorize this and we will call it February Transactions. Okay. So now we need to report those transactions. We need a report of those transactions recorded in January 2012 that affected accounts payable. So we can go up to our reports, our memorized reports. And for January, that was Balance Sheet 1. We'll go down to Accounts Payable. Double click. Modify this without a report basis or date and time. And we will call this January AP Transactions. So now we need to go down through the account payable transactions list. We'll see a bill that is dated January 26th, 2014 from Randall Leasing. We'll see that this bill is for rent expense in the amount of $5,600. You can always double click on this actual entry. And has the same information there. So now we're going to look at a report of transactions that were recorded in January that affected accounts receivable. So we'll click back up to accounts receivable, double click on this. We'll modify this without a report basis, date, and time. We'll memorize this and entitle it January Accounts Receivable Transactions. So now we're going to go and look through these transactions, and we'll see an invoice number 563. See that the client is Epic. Double click on this. See that they were billed for tax consulting and tax services for a total of $12,250. Now we'll see a cash payment that was made on January 27th by Venturity for $17,500. Double click on them. And you'll see up here in December of 2011, they were invoiced $17,500. So we'll go back up here and we'll change our dates to December 2011. We'll see this invoice from December 8th to Venturity for $17,500. And we'll see that it was for tax services.